Hi, I'm Dr. Quincy Gideon. I'm a clinical psychologist and the owner at Woven Together Trauma Therapy. Let's talk a little bit today about trauma, the brain, and brain spotting. What exactly is brain spotting? Well, let's start with talking about trauma. So, brain spotting uses the theory that trauma is sometimes stuck in our brain. Sometimes we can think about a traumatic experience being a bit bubble wrapped in our brains. And what happens when things are bubble wrapped? Well, it's protected from moving around very much, right? Our brains really do need to process the trauma that they've been through. It needs to move, the trauma needs to move from our awareness through all of the meaningful parts of our brain into our long-term memory, where we're able to both make meaning of it and not live in a constant triggered state where we feel like the trauma is happening to us right now in this very moment. And that's what happens when we have trauma memories, is that we're sort of taken back to a moment where we suddenly believe that we are back in the trauma. So what we try to do with any sort of trauma processing is that we try to take some of that bubble wrap off of the trauma memory, and we try to move it through all of the different parts of your brain that it was meant to go through anyway. And once it is stored in our long-term memory, where we're able to make good sense of it, we're able to understand what happened to our brains and our bodies, then we are able to live in the present rather than in the trauma memory. And that's really what we're going for. So how does brain spotting help with that? Well, there's 3 different parts to brain spotting: emotional attunement, body sensations, and a very specific eye movement. And when you put all of those together, a trained practitioner will help you use all 3 parts of those things in order to move the trauma memory through the different parts of your brain in order to resolve it. This is a very specialized treatment that does require additional training, and so you definitely need someone that has had all of the appropriate training that might be able to walk you through the very sensitive work that happens in any sort of trauma-informed therapy. Trauma is no joke, but you don't have to live with it forever, and so a trained practitioner can definitely walk you through the necessary steps to get you on the road to recovery. If brain spotting sounds like something that you might need in your trauma recovery journey, you can schedule a free 15-minute consultation with one of our brain spotting therapists. We would love to help you. We would love to support you. Reach out if this is something that interests you. We're happy to help in any way we can.